All right, so today I'm going to do something different. I am going to write a headline for my blog article in real time because I want to share with you the craft of writing headlines that I'm learning these days. And the whole premise around which this video is that you don't have to create headlines from scratch. You can take inspiration from others. You can steal from others. And when I say steal, obviously I don't mean the actual headline, but you can steal the principles of the headlines of the people who are using it well, and you can apply it for your article or your YouTube video or your podcast or whatever that is, right? So I've written this article and I'm going to do this exercise in person, or rather with you, not in person, but with you live, not live recorded obviously, but it's real time. What I mean by that is this is not pre-recorded. I am going to write the headlines one after the other just because I want to show you how I do it, and hopefully this helps you write better headlines as well. The article for which I have taken for this exercise is coincidentally an article about writing headlines. So it's a bit of a meta, but I hope that's not confusing. This article basically talks about the fact that you have to write how to write headlines. The first tip that I give is that you have to write a lot of them. Second tip that I give is steal from others, which is what I'm exploring right now. And the third tip that I give is reveal all your tricks. Okay. And then I have given a couple of objections I've handled. That's pretty much it. Okay. So I just took you through the article to give you a gist about what the article looks like. I've written a sample headline right now, which is how I am learning the craft of writing headlines, but I'm going to put this down because there are going to be multiple headlines. So now let's see how I steal headline from others. Okay, so let me go to this first. I've identified three sources. The first is this blogger, Tim Denning. Okay, so okay, now let me go back to and absorb this. Okay, so I'm talking about how I learn I'm writing headlines, right? So let me just take this top 1% digital writers effortlessly practice these 11 habits, right? So can I take this and can I say how top 1% bloggers or maybe content creators write headlines, right? For me, this is a personally a little bit of clickbaity, but right now I'm not going to get into too much of elimination. I want to first create a list and then I can get to elimination. The dark side of productivity that no one talks about doesn't quite resonate with me for this particular topic. Hard truths for cruising through life. Again, disappear for 6 months and watch it change your life. Here's how. Maybe I can say learn how writing headlines can change your content game. Okay, let me just say that writing good headlines can change your content game. Here is how, something like that, right? So I hope you're seeing what's happening here. I'm taking inspiration from this well-known blogger because he obviously is a much better headlines than me. So I'm basically stealing his formulas and applying it to my particular article. Okay, commonly held assumptions about writing online that are total BS. Okay, so commonly held, um, what is the word that he used? Commonly held assumptions. Commonly held assumptions about headlines that are complete BS, but I don't think BS goes well with my brand, so I'll probably say that are nonsense or something like that. Okay. I already took this. One of the most dangerous concept ever invented doesn't resonate with me. 7 short health hacks. Okay, so can I say 3 headline hacks that I learned from successful people? I probably can, right? Okay, so probably now I'll move on to some other bloggers. Let me just do a quick scan though. Here are uncomfortable ways to grow more opportunities than you probably deserve. The most underrated strategy is my personal website is We're Not Crazy, the hidden power of automated motivation. Okay, so maybe I can say the hidden power of headlines. The hidden power of automated motivation to help you achieve your biggest goal. So the hidden power of headlines to help your content Grow. That doesn't make sense so much because you don't grow your content, you grow your brand. So I can probably use brand here. Okay. Okay, cool. So now let's take inspiration from Joanna Weeb or other copy hackers, which the founder of which is Joanna Weeb, I believe. But these articles are written by different writers. So let me just see which ones we can use. Why I'm quitting traditional buyer personas. Okay, so can I say why traditional methods of why I am quitting traditional methods of writing headlines? I don't know. This is done, so I'll close this. Then SaaS website, is shorter copy really better? Writing headlines, is it really important? I don't like this at all, but okay. Best copywriting niches, how to grow your list with good ideas. Okay, so I can probably write how to write captivating headlines without sounding clickbaity. I like this one because, and I took this, I mean, I was inspired by this particular headline. Okay. And I have handled an objection here, as you can see. Okay, this is the most the one of the most commonly observed. I'm mumbling here. One of the most commonly observed objection is that most of the good headlines sound clickbaity. But I don't. If I can address that, then I'm going to, uh, you know, get a lot of visibility for this particular blog. I'm liking this particular headline. Okay, this might just win, but you never know. Okay, take the guesswork out of a book cover design. Your next guide to SMS marketing, Facebook ad strategy, 5 least ideas to use in your 2023. Okay, so I could say Facebook ad strategy. I could say headline strategy. 3 tips to write headlines in 2023. Now, what is the good part about this particular headline? That okay, it sounds as if it's created for 2023. So it's as if it's up to date, it's latest, it's like the latest hack. What I don't like about it is that it doesn't really go well with my brand and never really stand for this quick hacks and quick tips. So probably not going to use that. 5 key elements of high converting landing pages with examples. Okay, maybe I can say 3 tips. 3 key elements of 3 key elements of attention grabbing headlines with examples. And I have used examples. So yeah, I think I like this one too. This one is good, right? Okay, so I've written 5 from here. Now I'm going to move to the last source, which is probably my favorite, which is from Psychotactics. Okay, so I'm a big fan of Sean D'Souza and what he does with Psychotactics. I'm going to go through to his podcast and I'm going to steal headlines from these particular episodes. Okay, 3 unusually zany tips. I don't know what that means. Why list building fails and how to avoid the most obvious failure. Okay, so why do headlines fail and how to, what has he written? Avoid the most obvious failure and how to avoid the most obvious failure. I'm not going to use it because this is like I'm just copying it as it is. I'm not too comfortable with it, so I'm not changing enough. So I probably won't use this, but it's in my list for sure. How to restart a stalled project? Okay, no. Why you should not write like an author when writing articles? Why traditional advice for writing headlines is useless and what to do instead. Okay, so now as you can see what happened here, I didn't quite copy his headline and change it. It just gave me a different idea for a different headline, but everything is okay because right now we are all brainstorming. How to get clients when you're starting up with a humble checklist. Why does learning seem to take forever? The surprising reasons behind slow learning. Can I connect this to headline? Why is it hard to Why is it hard to write headlines? And here is the easy way, right? Okay, I'll probably write two more. I want to keep this video short. Why the smallest offline meetup can be more beneficial. The subtle of power of entertainment. How planning gets quickly derailed. Chaotic week. Why you should pay attention to giving and why receiving is just as important. The simple logic of email frequency and how it helps sustain a business. Why write every day is seriously misunderstood. Okay. Why writing headlines is severely misunderstood. I don't know. This is a bad headline, so I'm not going to use it. Why being late to the party is not a crisis for your business? Why you don't need to be clickbaity while writing headlines? I think I'm leaning towards this thing of being clickbaity. I think that is really pulling me. How to become fluent at any skill in a matter of weeks. Okay, so how to achieve dash in a dash, right? So okay, I could probably say how to learn writing headlines in just 2 weeks, right? I mean, I could use this. And what stops us from being fluent in 2 weeks? How to learn writing headlines. No, how to learn to write headlines in just 2 weeks. Yeah, that could be one. Okay, so I've written a few of them. I'm going to start putting how I'm learning. This is the one that I like. How top 1% creators write headlines. I'm going to put this in yellow because I don't agree with the claim. I'm just like, writing it for the sake of sounding, for the sake of getting attention. Writing good headlines can change your content game. I think I like this one. So I'm going to put it in green. Commonly held assumptions about headlines that are nonsense. I'm going to put this in yellow because I'm not a big fan of this one. 3 headline hacks that I learned from successful people. I'm going to put this in yellow because while it is true, it's still a little clickbaity for me. The hidden power of writing headlines to help your brand grow. Yeah, I'm going to put this in green. I like it. Why I am quitting traditional methods of writing headlines now. I'm going to put this in red because it's a no-no for me. Writing headlines, is it really important, is also red. It doesn't make any sense. How to write captivating headlines without sounding clickbaity. I really like this one, so I'm going to put this in green. Headline strategy, I'm going to put this in yellow because this is true to what I'm saying, but it's too contemporary for me. I don't want to do it. 3 key elements of attention grabbing headlines with example. I like it. I'm going to put this in green. Why do headlines fail and how to avoid the most obvious failure? I don't like it. I'm going to put this in red. What additional advice for writing headlines? I'm going to put this in red. It doesn't go with the article. Why is it hard to write headlines? And here is the easy way. This is good. I probably will keep this in green. Why writing headlines is severely misunderstood makes no sense. I'm going to put this in red. Why you don't need to be clickbaity? I like this. I'm going to put this in green. And how to learn how to write headlines in 2 weeks. I'm going to put this in yellow. Okay. Now, out of the green ones, I'll just shortlist the green ones. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to copy this. Okay, then we have this. Okay, I'll be curious, at this point of time, if you're still watching the video, which headline do you connect with the most? Okay, because it will be good to see if you and I, we have similar beliefs about headlines, or if we get pulled towards the similar kind of headlines. So these are the shortlisted ones. I'm going to remove this because I've just taken this as a reference. How I'm learning the craft of writing headlines. Writing good headlines can change your content game. Here is how the hidden power of writing headlines to grow your brand, to help your brand grow. How to write captivating headlines, 3 elements of attention grabbing headlines. So why is it hard to write headlines? Yeah, I think I've made my decision. I am going to go with how to write captivating headlines without sounding clickbaity. All right, to summarize, what I've done right now is I have just taken ideas from others. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. Others are much better than you are at writing headlines. It's not stealing because you are not taking the headline as it is. You're simply taking examples. You're simply taking inspiration from them and rewriting it. All right. Yeah. So this will be the headline of my new blog, and I'm happy with the output. All right. See you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Take care.